In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the residential takeoff that is done as a document in Nimbus instead of the one that we have existing. So, first thing you got to do is go to the profile that you want to create the takeoff for. And I'm using my tester profile here, which I use for various things. You want to go to the upper right pebbles in the same spot where you would be editing the header information. You're going to click on the pebbles. It's going to bring up your menu. And instead of edit, as if you're going to edit the header, you're going to come down to create document and click on that. That brings you to this screen, which will be blank, but then you have to go to choose a design template, use the pull down menu, and that will take you to this in bold. It says sales and residential ReRoof takeoff. You want to click on that. And that will bring in all of the information for the takeoffs. Now you can see that we have some coding here that says display name, address, and such like that. If any of these things are already filled in the header of the profile, then do not touch it. It's going to auto-populate into that once you save the takeoff. Everything else, you can put yes or no for text, and your code jurisdiction, and your elevation, if you're in El Paso County or wherever it's relevant. Then, of course, we get into our main dwelling, and this has all the things that the takeoff had before. We have check boxes for if things are painted or not. We have check boxes for down here for flashing if we're reusing it, and down here for satellite dish and lightning deterrent and ice dam wire if we're reinstalling it or not. We still have our spot to add notes for the flat roof, for the skylights, and any other additional production notes that are important that is not already involved in the takeoff. Now, what's cool about this is we can add to this template anytime that we want when we see things coming up on a regular basis and we think it's important. And this can just grow and grow and grow, and we never have to redo it. We just add to it. Or we take it away or do it a little different. So you can see here we have a section for detached garage. You fill in all the information there. And then we have a spot here for a detached shed. And if you have, let's say, another outbuilding, let's say there's 2 sheds, all you have to do is copy and paste this. So you can copy it, paste it right in, and say detached shed number 2, and fill in that information. And then down at the bottom we have our final square totals. So all you have to do is fill this in. I'm not going to fill it all in, but we're just going to say I have a house that's 20 squares. It's a 30-year comp shingle, 10% waste. On should be 24 squares, and starter, let's say, is 250 linear feet. Okay, so let's say this is all filled out. Then at the bottom here, outside the window to the bottom left, is create document. You want to click on that. Once it is created, it will appear here as a preview. Now, this isn't your actual document. You would actually click on this to see the whole thing in a pop-up, but this is your preview. So let's go back to the profile, and I'll show you where it puts it on the profile. So you can actually view it in 2 spots. Right here on the activity tab, you can see that it's right here under documents. That's where it's created. And you just click on the document number. And also, if it needs to be edited at all, you come to the pebbles to the right and you click on edit, and it'll take you right back to where you were filling it out and say, oh, I forgot to add this. So yeah, there's 45 linear feet on that shed. Well, that's a really big shed, but you get the point. Then always make sure you save document again once you've made a change. It'll take you back to the preview. We go back to the profile, and that is the place where you see it, is in the activity tab, in the documents above the activity window. And to view it, you click on the document number, and to edit it, you do the pebbles. Now, it's also going to show up in the documents tab. And if you click on it, it'll bring it up in a pop-up window like it would any other document that you have uploaded, as you can see. And you can see everything that I have in the header. I don't have all my information in the header, as you can see over here, but what I do have has auto-populated. The other thing to know is you cannot edit this takeoff from here. The only thing it'll do is allow you to edit its listing here in the documents. If you wanted to edit it, you have to go back to where it's listed on activity. And that's it. That's how you create one, that's how you edit one, and that's how you view it when one is created.